Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I'm bringing you a special movie review. This has nothing to do with the 4 movies I watched today. This is a movie I wanted to talk about for a long time. To me, this movie is highly underrated. It is one of my favorite movies, and the movie I'm referring to is The Lovely Bones. This movie was released on December 11th, 2009. It is a supernatural thriller mystery that received mixed reviews with critics. It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 93% on Google. This movie was directed by Peter Jackson and written by Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens. It had a $65 million budget and it made $93.6 million at the box office. So it did fairly well. And this is probably the only Peter Jackson movie that I like so far, that I've seen anyway. Um, I didn't like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I know I'll probably get slammed by the geeks that love that trilogy. If you love it, more power to you. I just didn't care for it. It just wasn't entertaining. It was boring. But getting back to a movie that wasn't is The Lovely Bones. It stars Saoirse Ronan, Stanley Tucci, Mark Wahlberg, Rachel Weisz, Susan Sarandon, and despite the negative reviews with Rotten Tomatoes, this movie had an Oscar nomination for Stanley Tucci, a Golden Globe and a Screen Actor Guild nomination, along with 5 Saturn Award nominations, one win for Saoirse Ronan for Best Performance by a Young Actor. She's tremendous in this movie. And if you haven't seen this movie, I'm going to get into a little bit of a spoiler. So you might want to mute this part of the review. And when I'm done with the spoilers, I'll give the camera a thumbs up. But The Lovely Bones is about a girl who goes missing. And Susie Salmon is played by Saoirse Ronan. And she goes missing. And her father, Jack Salmon, played by Mark Wahlberg, along with her mom, Abigail, and grandma, uh, search tirelessly, especially the father, in trying to find their daughter. Uh, uh, Wahlberg's character, Jack, goes uh, to the extreme to try and find out what happened to his daughter and where is she. Stanley Tucci in this movie played George Harvey. Now he has a past, and he's been responsible for some, let's say, bad things. And because this is the spoiler part of the video, what ends up happening is he kills her, but the parents and everyone don't know that. But we see Susie on screen, but she's basically a ghost, and she's trying to help capture the gentleman who did this to her. And if you've seen the movie, you know what happens. The ending is, I mean, it's really sad um, as far as Susie goes, but what happens to Mr. Harvey is so pleasurable and so awesome that uh, as a viewer of this movie, it gave me such a sigh of relief and accomplishment of what happens to this person. And this is an amazing supernatural movie. Um, Saoirse Ronan in this movie is just phenomenal, and she deserved a lot more recognition. She should have gotten um, more recognition at the Oscars and Golden Globes, um, but and Stanley Tucci's performance was top notch, and so wasn't Mark Wahlberg. I loved his performance in this movie. I think it's one of his best, and I will defend this movie uh, to the end and back because It's an amazing movie. It's very underrated, in my opinion. And like I said, despite the critics' hate for this movie, uh, it got a lot of recognition that it deserved. It did deserve more. Uh, it made a decent box office return. Um, but yeah, I love this movie, and that's the end of the spoilers right there. So you can unmute that. But yeah, uh, The Lovely Bones is a great movie. It's got a great cast, great characters. The directing and writing is spot on, and I love supernatural movies, especially the ones that there's not a lot of, you know, ghosts taking over people's bodies and stuff like that. This is told from uh, her perspective, and she's looking down on us because she, you know, um, is supposed to be in heaven, and that's what I love about this movie. And she does a great job in this movie. So with that, I'm gonna give The Lovely Bones a 10 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. I freaking love this movie. I want to give a shout out to my dad, Bill Treacle, who recommended this movie to me many years ago. And ever since then, I've fallen in love with it. And I watch it whenever it's on TV. I really, really, really love this movie. And like I said, it is very underrated. So, in the comment section below, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you thought about it. And do you think it's underrated? Do you think it's overrated? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a nice discussion about this. But like I said, I will defend this movie to the end of the earth and back. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share these videos with all your family and friends. I'm doing all this for fun because I love movies. I love TV shows, entertainment, sports, a lot of things. And this is just a lot of fun for me. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching this special movie review. And stay tuned for 2 more movie reviews, that the movies I watched today. And look forward to more movie reviews as the weekend comes up and we get into the new year. But thank you for watching, and Happy New Year.